Hi you guys, this is Autochthonous Aries here. I'm coming to do another video in regards to Deuteronomy 22 verse 5. Alright, so I'm not sure where we are yet in this video, and hold on, let's start the video on my side. Alright, so we're at Deuteronomy 22 and 5. We're looking to look at this scripture. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man. Now we're going to go back to pertaineth and figure out what that means. So pertaineth deals with article, vessel, implement, and utensil. So I'm going to let you guys look at those words as I kind of just give my understanding. Already, I'm seeing that a woman isn't supposed to use even or wear anything that is created for a man to use. And I'm seeing of war, of music, of labor, equipment to deal with a yoke or an oxen, and even for the boats and stuff like that. Something prepared, something prepared. That is any apparatus, an implement, a utensil, a dress. Let's look at this dress. I wanted to highlight that vessel or a weapon. So dress in that case deals more so with any type of attire that is created with the man in mind. Artillery bag, carriage, weapon, armor, jewel that is made, that which pertaineth. So just all these things, but what I kept seeing the most was about weapons, armor, okay, but anything that is created for a man. So then we go and we look more into the origin. And basically whatever this comes from, it's the word prepare stood out to me, to accomplish, to cease, consume, all that. So it's used for something in particular, to stop some things, okay? Now I'm looking at the word garment, and this is in regards to neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. So now we're looking at what a woman's garment is: wrapper, mantle, covering garment, garments, clothes, raiment, a cloth. Origin, perhaps by permutation of the feminine H5566 through the idea of a cover assuming the shape of the object beneath. So when it comes to women, we can safely say that it will be a form-fitting, something form-fitting here. It says through the idea of a cover assuming the shape of the object beneath. A dress, here's that word dress again, especially a mantle, apparel, cloth, clothes or clothing, garment, and raiment. So one thing that I hope that we take away from this is that this is going to be a garment that is going to take on the shape of who's wearing it. In this case, we're talking about women. From an unused root meaning to resemble. This is what the H5566 is, to resemble. So now we're not supposed to be wearing anything that would resemble, or in this case, the man isn't supposed to wear anything that is going to resemble that of a woman. Neither should a woman be doing this in the case of mighty men, and we're going to get into that in a moment. So we just looked at what the word pertaineth means, and now we're going to unto a man. We're going to this man. And neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. And now we are going back to the word man. Here we go. What kind of man? Man, strong man, warrior, emphasizing strength or the ability to fight. From H1396, properly a valiant man or a warrior, generally a person. Now, to prevail, have strength, be strong, be powerful. So The attire that a woman isn't supposed to be wearing is anything that will make her look valiant and strong, like a warrior, right? Like a soldier. This is what it's talking about here. And it's not to say that a woman is supposed to just dress up in the attire of even everyday men. It's not that, but that's not what this scripture is literally saying. It's saying you're not supposed to wear armor like that of a mighty man. The reason I think this is important is because men and women wore very similar articles of clothing, which I intend to show here now in these searches. So now we're looking at the mighty men armor, just so we can get a clear depiction of that. Not to say that you guys don't already know, I'm just wanting to be extremely thorough here. All right, so here we go. This is what that scripture is talking about specifically. Mighty men of valor and all that comes with that, the sword, the shield, the helmet, breastplate, all of that women aren't supposed to wear. Now hopefully I'm looking for Mulan, which is a Disney character that I feel really embodies what this scripture is saying a woman should not do. Mulan, a woman, is dressed up in military attire. She is presenting herself actually to be a mighty man of strength and of war. I am now also looking up another character from television, from actually a show that I really enjoy watching, for the purpose of really getting to me some insights into that time period. Brienne from the Game of Thrones. This is not her. This is a character from the Game of Thrones, but this isn't who I was looking for. I'm looking for Brienne of Tarth. But I couldn't remember her name, so I literally had to say Game of Thrones, like Lady Night. And here's where we get what we're looking for. And here she is. Brienne of Tarth from the Game of Thrones is also dressed like a mighty man of valor. This is what a woman is not to do. She's not supposed to make herself look as if she is a mighty man, fit for battle and for war. This is what Deuteronomy 22:5 is talking about. And now I'm intending and hopefully going to show examples actually of the type of attire that not only women but the Israelite men and women both wear. Here is an example of what a man shouldn't be having on and what a woman should. So this garment is specifically designed for a woman, and it literally fits her curves, which is one of the definitions understandings. I'm about to go back to it now. It is the garment H8071, and it says, perhaps by permutation of the feminine version, through the idea of a cover assuming the shape of the object beneath. So this is the likeness H5566 of a woman. Okay, here's more. This dress takes on the shape of the woman who is wearing it. This is the attire that a woman of Israel is supposed to have on. And I just mean it's supposed to fit her shape. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing even immodest about it. I do want to take a moment to talk about that. There are so many people who try to tell women that modesty is literally them wearing an abaya, a traditional abaya, and they can't wear anything that shows their shape because apparently they're drawing lust and stuff towards them. That's not even what that scripture is talking about. Like, it legit says in the description of the definition that a woman's garment is supposed to take on the shape of her. But not even just that. There are also clothing and attire that's made where you can tell it's made for a woman. So anything that would be made, even for the abayas that are looser fitting, If it has the designs or colors that would be associated with a woman, a man isn't supposed to have it on. Here, I'm looking up a woman's abaya again. Here we go. Now, this is the more traditional one that's not necessarily form fitting. This is the one I'm trying to show that looks just like that of a man. It looks just like the dress that a man would wear. By dress, I mean attire, clothing, garments, right? I'm showing it to you right here. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. This is just to get a mental image. And then I'm going to go show you guys um, the male version of the abayas. And this is what our forefathers and foremothers would wear. And so my confusion used to come from the fact that, well, wait a minute, men and women wore long robes and what would appear to be dresses to us. So that can't be that it means that a woman can't wear pants, because even the men wore dresses. And I just say that for what we would call it. Anyway, I'm just going to type in a men's abaya and see what comes up. And voila, exactly what I was looking for. So many examples. We're going to start here with this blue number. Okay. This is an example of men's attire. This long item that someone would say is a dress, and look at the woman's that came right up afterwards. You see how the woman has a long abaya and pants as well? It's just the way that it's designed, the color is different, and even the embroidery is different on that dress, on that type of clothing, but it's the same for the men. They just have a different color and different types of embroidery. Here's a more sporty version of the male attire and abaya. Here we go, a long robe and pants. So technically, I'm just hoping that people can really get my drift when I'm saying it wasn't about pants. It literally is talking more so about women putting on the, taking on the likeness of a mighty man in valor, a soldier, a strong warrior. That's what Deuteronomy 22 and 5 is speaking of. Going back to the woman's abaya. I just want to leave this thought with you guys. Here is another example of an abaya that fits to the shape of the woman who is wearing it. This is women's clothing. This is women's attire. The point is, what sets the attire for women apart is that it takes on her shape. And one last image, another beautiful form-fitting abaya. Peace, love, light, and darkness, which all work together to bring balance and harmony, first within ourselves and then with our world. Guys, please like this video, comment below your thoughts, and be sure to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful rest of your day, guys. Bye.